Joined by Nottinghamshire Head Coach Peter Moores. It was a real battle over 4 days, Pete. And what are your sort of thoughts and feelings having come out of it on the wrong side?
Well, you feel pretty gutted actually at this moment in time because we've just lost the game, and it was a big game to try and get over the line on. We've no complaints. They bowled well, but I think we, in some ways, we caused our own demise a bit in that we didn't play well enough up front. And we've got to take that on the chin. We've got to dust ourselves down quick and come back at Essex.
What are the key moments over the 4 days that you look back on now?
Well, it was tight all the way through. We had two very tight games against them. I thought they got away a little bit at the end of their innings. The tail end wagged a bit and they got 340. I thought we batted well actually first innings. It was quite tough batting conditions when we came back towards the end. We were 3 down overnight. We came back that following morning. That was tough. And we scrapped hard, and I think that was fair. And probably the key time I thought was yesterday. We managed to stay in the game at the back end of the day because they played really well, and Zach Chappell came and bowled a really good spell actually, got some wickets, and then obviously we cleaned them out this morning, leaving what was potentially 3 results still on the table: the draw, the loss and the win. And we'd be frustrated because I think we got distracted by looking for the win when we first started batting, and we made some mistakes.
I'll take the two disciplines one at a time. What do you make of the team's performance with the ball over the 2 innings?
Yeah, I think we bowled pretty well on a pitch that it sort of changed a little bit with overhead conditions. I think it was good to see Dane Patterson get his first 5 for the club in the first innings. Bowled beautifully, especially when he swapped ends. Luke Fletcher did what Luke Fletcher's been doing really, which is putting a lot of balls in the right area. And I thought Zach Chappell got better as the game went on. Liam Patterson-White as a spinner played a key role. Often it's a holding role at different times of the game, and I think he did that really well. So we created good pressure on them. As I say, it was a pretty even scrap until really our second innings, when we were suddenly, we were 5 down after 25 overs, and from then it was just going to be a battle to try and stay in the game and try and bat the overs out to get a draw.
Is it a fine line between sort of taking the positive option, but as you said, just not getting too far ahead of yourself?
Yeah, I mean the way you get to a score in a 4-day game really is to try and ignore it. You've just got to bat really. The Duke ball is hard work for the first 30 overs. You've just got to bat and play, and then if that equation comes sort of to pass really later on, it's because you've got wickets in hand, and suddenly you think you can have a go at 140, 150 over maybe 20 overs at the end of the day. If you look too far ahead straight away, then that is a distraction to batters and they can make mistakes, and I think that happened a bit to us today.
The team's been on a roll in recent weeks with 3 wins in a row and sort of taking all the confidence from that. Well, what are you sort of looking for in terms of a response from the team now having lost a game?
Well, I think more the same in some ways, in that we've played some really good cricket. We just got to take it on the chin. I think we get a couple of days off now, the bowlers especially. Batters will do some work on Tuesday, and we'll train down at Essex on Wednesday, and that's a big game. So the lads will be excited about that. So you just got to get the loss out of your system first. Take you 24 hours to get yourself sorted. I say bowlers, it's about recovery really in that gap between batters. They just start to get their head around another team. It's only a couple of weeks since we played Essex, and we know we played very well. So the lads know who they're going to play against. They'll be tougher opposition, I think, on their own patch. So we'll have to play well.
And having gotten over this defeat over the next couple of days, is there a lot to be excited about with the group being so wide open?
Yeah, it's even Stevens, isn't it? Really, I think we've got our 3 wins. I think a couple of other teams have got 3 wins. We're in a good position still, because we've got a game in hand on Essex, who I think are probably top. I've not looked at the table yet, but yeah, we're in a good position. It'll be in our hands to play good cricket, and we've got 3 really big games coming. The next one obviously straight away, and then the other 2 in the middle of the 2020s.
Thanks, Pete. Cheers.
Thanks.